Once upon a time, there was a country where the rivers were larger and the forests deeper than anywhere else. Hardly any men came there, and the animals had it all to themselves and used to play all sorts of strange games. Near the river, huge tortoises were to be found, and to our eyes, a tortoise seems a dull, slow thing. It is wonderful to think how clever they were, and how often they outwitted many of their livelier friends. There was one tortoise in particular that always managed to get the better of everybody. Many were the tales told in the forest of his great deeds that began when he was young, and he left home one day and walked off in search of adventures. In a wide open space, surrounded by trees, he met with an elephant.
Let us see which of us two is strongest. Ah, very well. When would you like the trial to be? In an hour's time. I have some business to do first.
Who was having his supper before taking his evening bath in the river which ran close by.
Would you like to try which of us is the stronger?
Oh, yes, certainly. When do you wish to begin? I am quite ready.
Then give me one of your longest bones, and I will fasten it to my leg. When I give the signal, you must pull, and we will see which can pull the hardest.
I will fasten this to your leg in the same way as it is fastened to mine, and we must both pull as hard as we can. We shall soon see which is the stronger.
Now!
They were very evenly matched, and the battle was a hard one. At last they were quite tired, and the tortoise, who was watching, saw that they could play no more.
I see that you really are stronger than I thought. Suppose we give it up for today.
I see that you really are stronger than I thought. Suppose we give it up for today?
They believed to the end of their days that the tortoise was stronger than either of them. A day or two later, the young tortoise was taking a stroll when he met a fox and stopped to speak to him.
Let us try. Which of us can lie buried in the ground during 7 years? I shall be delighted, only I would rather that you began. It is all the same to me. Come round this way tomorrow, you will see that I have fulfilled my part of the bargain.
So the tortoise looked about for a suitable place and found a convenient hole at the foot of an orange tree.
I promise to feed you every day with fresh fruit.
The fox kept his word, and each morning when the sun rose, he appeared to ask how the tortoise was getting on.
Oh, very well. But I wish you would give me some fruit.
Alas, the fruit is not ripe enough yet for you to eat.
Oh dear, but I am so hungry.
I am sure you must be, but it will be all right tomorrow.
The fox hoped the tortoise would die of hunger long before the 7 years were over. The fox did not know that oranges dropped down the hollow trunk straight into the tortoise's hole, and he had as many as he could possibly eat. So the 7 years went by, and when the tortoise came out of his hole, he was as fat as ever. Now it was the fox's turn, and he chose his hole.
I promise to return every day or two with a nice young bird for your dinner. Well, how are you getting on? Oh, all right. Only I wish you had brought a bird with you.
I have been so unlucky. I have never been able to catch one.
However, I shall be more fortunate tomorrow, I am sure.
But not many tomorrows after, when the tortoise arrived with his usual question, "Well, how are you getting on?" He received no answer, for the fox was lying in his hole quite still, dead of hunger. Moral of the story? Cleverness without kindness leads only to ruin. Now the tortoise was grown up, and was looked up to in all the forest as one to be feared for his strength and wisdom. Aye, but he was not considered a very swift runner until an adventure with a deer added to his fame.
Would you care to see which of us can run fastest? Of course, the victor would have the right to kill the other. Well, on that condition I agree, but I am afraid you are now a dead man. It is no use trying to frighten me, but I should like 3 days for training. Then I shall be ready to start when the sun strikes on the big tree at the edge of the great clearing. Brothers and cousins! Let us make a ladder out of ourselves which will stretch for many miles. How are you getting on? All right, I am close up to you.
Full of astonishment, the stag would redouble his efforts, but it was no use.
Each time he asked, "Are you there?" the answer would come, "Yes, of course, where else should I be?"
And the stag ran, and ran, and ran, till he could run no more, and dropped down dead on the grass. And the tortoise, when he thinks about it, laughs still. But the tortoise was not the only creature of whose trick stories were told in the forest. There was a famous monkey who was just as clever and more mischievous. He was so much quicker on his feet and with his hands. It was impossible to catch him and give him the thrashing he so often deserved. Oh, he just swung himself up into a tree and laughed at the angry victim who was sitting below. Sometimes the inhabitants of the forest were so foolish as to provoke him, and then they got the worst of it. This was what happened to the barber, whom the monkey visited one morning, saying that he wished to be shaved.
Give me back the end of my tail, or I will take one of your razors. Oh, I refuse to give you back your tail.
No one in the forest could be shaved for days, as there was not another to be got for miles and miles.
That must be hard work.
Try my knife. You will get on quicker.
A few days later, he came back and rapped at the door of the hut.
I have called for my razor.
I have lost it. Oh! If you don't give it to me at once, I will take your fish. Please, I swear I don't have your razor any longer.